manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the piano chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cause TK to let it come see it. Me and them here make it come treat it. Spin make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I gang on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I gang on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beast gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jacobs to start the drive, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Carr now to throw. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Daniel Bellinger, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Bills.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders, nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have a Bills first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. To try again after the sack. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Carr. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
It's a gain of 11. And the Raider first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Second and 11. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing his car on third down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 5. It's fourth down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Play action. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And again, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Allen off the play fake. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some room to run now. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 143 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Allen now on first down. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
31, Raiders 7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Tyler Bass now for the point after. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 11-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. And he's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Carlson on for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right back to him on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing now is Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup